for tough, ain't much that I can't take. I got scars on my skin like my Chevy has dents, getting covered in mud every damn weekend.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing fucking better than me, because I feel like fucking shit. But sorry that this video, I know I said yesterday that I was filming a video. I didn't end up getting the full video filmed. I'm still going to be working on that video. This video is just kind of just like updating you, because again, I put it on Snapchat. I started filming it, but around like 8 o'clock I got like a really bad headache, and well, it really wasn't that bad yet, but then I took some ibuprofen, chilled out. It got worse like usual, and I ended up going to sleep at like, I don't know, 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning feeling like shit, sweating my ass off, because I usually have this fan right here blowing on me all night, because I'm a hot sleeper, and if I get too hot when I'm sleeping, I'll start having breathing issues. But somehow that got knocked over, and it was just blowing to the sky. So it wasn't blowing on me, so I was sweating my ass off. I just got out of the shower, because, well, I finally got the energy to move, and yeah. But yeah, so this morning I woke up and was feeling like complete shit. Still do. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of hot. I feel all congested, like in my chest. Like, I feel like I'm wheezing, even though like I'm not having breathing problems right now. Like, I feel like I'm wheezing. It fucking sucks. But quick thing. Big shout out to Hayden Outdoors. A couple days ago, he posted a video, and it was his first video that he's posted in a fucking long time. It's definitely probably been over a month or so, I'd say. He kind of, we both have been kind of struggling to make videos. We both been fucking really busy. As I told y'all in my past, or in my last video, I believe it was, I just got a job working for my brother, and we both just been, busy as shit, trying to keep our heads above water in this fucked up world. But, we've both been doing a lot of shit. Haven't really had a whole lot of time to, click record. But we are trying. Like we're not just abandoning YouTube or nothing like that. I know I've posted more videos than he has, but at the same time, I could, it's not like I was before, where, as soon as an idea came in my head, I'd fucking go make a video, upload it that night. I've just been really busy. He's been really busy. Haven't had, like I said, a whole lot of time to do anything for ourselves, let alone click record and make a YouTube video. But yeah, shout out to you, Hayden Outdoors. By the way, Hayden Outdoors put it on his channel, and I'm gonna put it on my channel. The Full Bag of Chew Challenge. We did meet our goal, and we never ended up doing the Full Bag of Chew Challenge. Don't think that we're not doing it. We are going to do it. Just, again, we've been busy as shit. Had a lot of things we had to handle. I mean, he had to, drop quite a bit of money so he can get all the parts and stuff to get White Lightning back on the road. And on top of that, he's been working his ass off. Every time I hit him up, he's at work or just got off work late as shit. And, he does want to spend time with Mrs. Outdoors. By the way, shout out to you, Mrs. Outdoors, because I did see your first video you ever posted. Congratulations. I know I commented it. But another big congratulations to you for joining the YouTube community. And, you know, a lot of people it's stepping out of their element to make a YouTube video. I mean, I don't know how you are with being in front of camera. Like, I'm funny as shit in front of my friends, but when it came to clicking on a camera, I don't know, when I record myself, it just isn't as funny as, you know, when someone else records me being stupid, you know. Anyways, back to it. If y'all haven't yet, go check her channel out. Make sure you give her some subscriptions. You know, make sure you subscribe, like her video. Her channel name is Mrs. Outdoors. I'm going to put it right here. Her link will also be in the description box below. Again, congratulations, Mrs. Outdoors. Love y'all. Damn, I forgot what I was talking about before that. But, oh, yeah, Hayden's been, you know, really just trying to, you know, make time for everything. And, you know, it's been rough. But we're getting through it. The full bag of chew challenge is going to happen. Me and Hayden Outdoors are trying to get together within the next couple weeks to get this challenge done on video so y'all can see it. I don't know if the video is gonna be on both of our channels, like if we're both gonna, you know, make a video for each, like our own channels, or if it's just gonna be on my channel. Either way, it's gonna happen. Make sure y'all go to my Snapchat and leave or give me a Snapchat of what you want me to do and what type of chew you want Hayden Outdoors to do. We're trying to, I think we're going forward, we're both trying to do a different kind. So like, I know he's I've already got Snapchats from people on his. He's looked at comments. His was Levi Garrett. I've got a few Snapchats of Levi Garrett for me too, which was kind of confusing because they wanted him to do Levi Garrett. But I've also got Redman. So pick a type of chew. We'll get a full bag, shove it in our mouths. 9 times out of 10 throw up, hate our lives for a little while, feel like we're partially dying, all for your guys' entertainment. So y'all should definitely make sure you go to add me on Snapchat and let me know what you guys want us to do. On top of that, also make sure you go and follow me on Instagram. That's a good way to keep up with, you know, what I'm doing and all that. I'm always on Instagram. I've been, you know, having to flip-flop between both Snapchats has been kind of exhausting. I don't always think about, you know, jumping on Snapchat, but I'm getting better at it. I've checked for the past like 4 days. I've tried to check it every day, at least once every day. I'm gonna try to check it like at least every night before I go to bed. Maybe spend like an hour or so on there and Snapchat you guys or whatever. That's what I'm trying to do. But if you really want to keep up with what's going on with me and, you know, who I'm hanging out with and, you know, all that type of shit, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. All of my social medias will be in the description box below, and it's in the intro of my video. So make sure y'all definitely go do that. Another thing, I do want to give a shout out to Tyler Monaghan. I'll probably put his name right here. His link will be in the description box below to his YouTube channel. Now, I don't know him personally, but I mean, a lot of people, you know, they'll give like the smaller channels the shout out. Usually to try to help out smaller channels. But I mean, I do the same thing. I like helping out the smaller channels. I like helping anybody out that I see, deserves to be helped and all that. Because some people, they want things to just happen overnight. And that's not the way this shit works, especially YouTube. It don't just happen overnight. You don't just post one video and then bam, you have 1 million subscribers. That's not how it goes. And me being a YouTuber, I get that. But I also shout out bigger channels as well. For people that I enjoy, like that I enjoy to watch. Upchurch, I've shouted him out a bunch of times. I'm pretty sure all of y'all know who Upchurch is. I mean, I'm pretty damn positive that every one of y'all probably know who Upchurch is. But for that slim chance that you don't, I'll give him a little shout out. Not to get a shout out in return, or not to get anything in return, because he never asked me to shout him out. He's never, paid me to. I do it out of the kindness of my own heart because I enjoy what he does. I enjoy his videos. That being said, I do like to shout out the bigger channels. I mean, I'll shout out Hayden Outdoors even though he has more subscribers than me. Don't matter, just because y'all are subscribed to me don't mean I only want y'all to be subscribed to me, Anybody who I enjoy watching their videos, they make good content and constant content, and I just enjoy watching their videos. I'll give them a shout out on my videos because you never know. You guys are subscribed to me, which means y'all are probably interested in the same things that I'm interested in, which is probably why you're subscribed to my channel. So, things that interest me, especially when I find a YouTuber that I like, I'll give him a shout out. I mean, this dude does, he's mostly on dirt bike videos. He does a lot of, motos. There's a few motocross races in there that he's raced himself. He records, other races of his buddies. He's always going up to the tracks to get some practice in because they have practices, obviously, for motocross. Anybody who likes motocross knows they do have practices. Certain days you go up to the tracks, and from certain times, they'll have the 125s go, and then after that they'll go to the 250s. If I'm not mistaken, they do split the 250s up between the 2 strokes and 4 strokes. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But he has all this footage. He does like he did a couple how-to tutorials, how to ride wheelies, and I believe he did a how to whip, so you can whip your bike. But he does a lot of stuff. He usually rides KX. He's a Cowie fan. I was for a while. I always loved Kawasaki. I still do. I love their colors. But my brother, he's a Yami. He's part of the Yami gang, and it rubbed off on me just a little bit. I'm starting to grow on Yamaha. I do think the next bike I'll get will probably be Yamaha. I don't know yet, but definitely go check out Tyler Monaghan. Tyler spelled normal. Monaghan, Monagan. Monaghan. Definitely check him out on YouTube. Subscribe to him. If y'all want to hashtag Big B or hashtag Big B Dipper in his comments, let him know that I sent you over there. Go for it. If not, I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not shouting him out to get something in return or a shout out or anything like that. I'm shouting him out because I enjoy his videos. I've been watching him a lot lately, and he has some good quality videos. The riding footage is on point. He kind of mixes between from his normal camera, and then he'll shoot over into GoPro footage, which He also has GoPro footage of some, like, the motocross races and stuff. Like, he'll have his buddies that are racing or whatever, put the GoPro on, and then he'll, like, record them, like, hitting the jumps, and then, like, when they're not around where he's standing or whatnot, where he can't really see them. You know, like, he usually stands, like, from what I've seen, like, towards the front of the track. When they get, like, into the back sections of the track where you can't really see him too well, he'll show some GoPro clips, things like that. You know, real good dude. Seems to be a good dude. I mean, I don't know him personally. Seems like a good dude. Definitely, his videos are definitely entertaining. But yeah, definitely check him out. He's definitely a good YouTuber. I think he's got like I don't even know. He's definitely got in the thousands of subscribers. But yeah, again, I shout out even the bigger channels, not just the smaller channels, to help them out, because YouTube is entertainment. It's here to entertain you. Now, if you haven't, heard of Tyler Monaghan or, Outlaw, Upchurch, Redneck TV, Real Dipper, any of these YouTubers, then you're not getting their entertainment. They're not getting them views. They're not entertaining you because you don't know they exist. So, I mean, not only am I going to entertain you, but I'm going to give you lists of people who will entertain you as well. If you're into motocross and dirt bikes and four-wheelers and shit like that, Tyler Monaghan definitely is a perfect YouTuber for you. I've seen a lot of YouTubers who YouTube about dirt bikes and stuff, and it's not, like, they kind of annoy me, some of them. And it's just like, they talk too much. There's not really so much of riding videos, and some of them, they just like act like they're the biggest hardcore riders ever. Like they should be professional motocross riders. And it's like they're not that good. And it's like, it's okay to not be that good. Everybody has to practice. Riding's not easy by any means. Even the professionals crash all the time because, I mean, shit happens. I mean, you hit a berm just a little bit too hard, you're hitting the dirt. If you don't hit the berm hard enough, you're hitting the dirt. I've seen a couple times people accidentally shoot their shit into neutral. They'll drop down to first gear and then only half click up. And it'll put them in neutral and they'll fucking gas it real hard. But they're in neutral. And they hit the dirt. I mean, that happens a lot. I mean, it's, a common issue when riding motocross. You're so into trying to catch, if you're not first, you're trying to catch up to whoever's in first. So your main thought process, hey, stop that. Hey. Damn dogs. Which, by the way, if y'all haven't seen my dogs, this is Kylo Ren. He's a purebred chocolate lab. My other dog, Timber, he just left the room because I told him to stop trying to eat shit. But he's a border collie and hound mix, if I'm not mistaken. A little off topic, but again, I like to shout out the bigger channels. I mean, right now I'm watching the motocross races. They're racing 125 two-strokes, because that's usually in 125 class. From what I've seen, is there's not a whole lot of 125 four-stroke classes. It's usually 125 two-strokes. I believe when they're actually racing the 125 or the 250 four-strokes and two-strokes, I believe they might go together. I'm not 100% sure. I've never raced with a 250, or even I've never raced motocross for like they do, like actually get into the races. I race, with my buddies, but we race everything. I mean, from bicycles to fucking rollerblades. We actually all fucking put on Heelys and was seeing who could get down hills the fastest. I mean, we longboard and do all that type of stuff.
bike. I figured I'd show you guys.
But
it's not too muddy right now since I didn't go out in all the mud. I was kind
here's
of tacky before.
actually
but, yeah,
him talking, but
and then
definitely go check out Tyler Monaghan. Good YouTuber. Like I said, he'll be in the description box below. Okay, so I just got, I checked my fan snap, and someone had sent in a question. I'm guessing they probably seen all the bikes on my Instagram, because I mean I think I have the KX 125 on there. I got the YZ 125 on there. I got the YZ 250, all 2 strokes, and then I just posted a bike that I want to buy once I get my car. By the way, I did look at some cars. I am hopefully going to have my car very, very soon. Question was, person's looking for a bike to buy, don't know what to buy. Now, they said they was looking at 250s and 125s. Didn't know if they should get a 125 2-stroke, a 250 2-stroke, a 250 4-stroke, or I mean they make 125 4-strokes as well. I mean I know Yamaha does. They got the TTR 125, which is like a trail bike, which is what I did post on Instagram. That is a TTR 125. It's just a little trail bike that I would use as like a little pit bike, just something to goof off on. Go hit some gnarly ass jumps, and if it hits the ground, it hits the ground with whatever. Well, my answer to that would be, it all depends on like really what you want and what your skill level is. I mean, if you really haven't rode that many dirt bikes, I wouldn't recommend just jumping on a 250 2-stroke. I definitely would go against getting anything above a 250. And they don't really, I mean, it seemed like they knew the difference, but not really knew the difference. 4-strokes, you have like that just raw power. It's just puts a lot of power to the ground pretty quick-ish. It's more of, in my opinion, if you're looking at like cars, it's like overall you're gonna come out with a lot of speed over time. 2-strokes, it seems like they're more straight to the punch and haul ass. Now, I've rode 2-strokes and 4-strokes. 2-strokes are definitely faster, in my opinion. I've seen people who's rode, for example, one of my buddies, he rode dirt bikes growing up all the time. He raced motocross, you know, as a kid. And I literally watched him. He had a YZ 250 4-stroke, and my brother had the YZ 250 2-stroke that you actually see on my Instagram. That's my brother's bike. And my brother was smoking them with no problem. Like, 2-strokes definitely have a lot more, like in my opinion, they have more speed. They're faster. I mean, don't hold me to all this. This is just my personal opinion from what I've seen from my riding experiences. If you're just starting out, I'd recommend probably going with, if you're wanting to get 2-strokes, I mean, depending on, like, if you've never rode before, you can even get like a KX85 2-stroke. It'll give you the power and the speed, but not quite as much as the 125. Of course, it's a smaller motor, but it'll give you kind of a feel for 2-strokes. I mean, you can go lower in 2-strokes, but an 85 will give you like a roundabout, a good punch, a good amount of speed to really determine if you want a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke. I love 2-strokes. My brother loves 2-strokes, but I also love 4-strokes as well. I'm actually thinking about getting a 250 4-stroke, and then maybe I do want to get a 125 2-stroke just because they're fun as hell, and they're just fun. The difference between, well, from the 2-strokes I rode in the different classes from 125 to 250. 125s have 6 gears instead of 5 gears. The 250s only got 5 gears. But really, it all depends on your skill level of riding, and you know what you really want. I mean, if a lot of people, they say, you know, go 4-stroke all the way. Other people say go 2-stroke all the way. I preferably don't really care. I'll ride both. Now, I'll admit it, I'm not the best dirt bike rider. My brother's definitely better than me. For now, that is. I grew up with a lot of friends that rode 4-wheelers, so I got into 4-wheelers a lot. And I mean, I've always liked dirt bikes, but most of my friends had 4-wheelers, so that's what I got into. But then I started getting into dirt bikes. Some of my friends started getting dirt bikes, and I started, you know, riding a couple people's dirt bikes, and I was like, man, this is kind of fun. Then my brother started getting some dirt bikes, and I was like, alright, so dirt bikes, I'm going dirt bikes. Not saying I don't like 4-wheelers anymore, but to be honest, 4-wheelers are not hard to ride. Like, I don't know how to really explain it. Like, 4-wheelers are easy to ride, in my opinion. Like, they're not hard at all. I don't know if that's just I rode so many 4-wheelers. I don't think it's that. I mean, I've always just adapted to 4-wheelers really easy. Dirt bikes have more of a challenge, which I like that challenge. In my opinion, you have more of a likely chance to get hurt on a dirt bike than a 4-wheeler. But either way, I mean, I like all off-road vehicles. So, back to the question, it's just basically, I mean, 2-strokes have the power bands. When you get on them power bands, which I've seen it really, really kicks around 2nd gear, which, I mean, you hit 2nd gear pretty quick. When you get into them power bands, it's just raw power, and you are going to haul ass. 4-strokes, you don't have the power band. You do have some raw power, but it seems like it's kind of overall, like, top ends. I don't know how to really explain it. It's kind of difficult. I think someone's actually coming up the road on a 4-wheeler right now. Oh, nope, that was a golf cart. I thought it was a little electric 4-wheeler. But, basically it just depends on, do you want power bands or not. I personally love the power bands. It kicks hard, and it'll send you on your way for sure. But I mean, you'd really just have to, you know, kind of ride around. If you're just starting, I wouldn't recommend getting a 250, 2-stroke or 4-stroke. Those are big bikes, and without having the skill level to ride that bike, you could seriously get hurt, and I don't want to see nobody get hurt. So if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend, I mean, a good start out bike, depending on age, size, and all that, I would say a 125 would do. You can get a 125 4-stroke or 2-stroke. I definitely would not start off on a 250. That bike is way too big, has way too much power, and you'll probably end up getting hurt. I mean, 125 2-strokes I've seen and rode and kept up with. They can keep up with 250 4-strokes. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna smoke them or nothing, but I've seen it. So I mean, if you want something that's as fast, but you're a beginner, they're fast bikes, but they're not as big. The bigger the bike, the harder to control. And if you don't know how to control a dirt bike and keep it in your control, you got to remember, you're riding the dirt bike, not letting the dirt bike ride you. You cannot let your dirt bike take control of you. You have to have control over the dirt bike. So, with that being said, if you're a beginner, a 250 is a big bike. And I mean, depending on your weight, that might be the way to go. But in my opinion, I'd definitely start with a 125 or something around that area. Because 125 2-strokes are fast bikes. But if you look at a 125 next to a 250, you'll be able to see the size difference of the bikes. A 125 is much smaller than a 250, but it still has power and it'll still get you around, no doubt. But like I said, for a beginner, a 250 is kind of a big leap. I definitely wouldn't go 250. But I hope that cleared up your question. I think that's going to do it for this video, because this video has been going on all day. Again, make sure to follow me on Instagram and add me on Snapchat. They're both in the intro. I think that's going to do it for this one. Make sure to go check out Tyler Monaghan on YouTube. Definitely a good YouTuber. And there might even be videos in there that maybe help answer that question or clarify things about dirt bikes that you've had questions about. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. So y'all heard it here first from the mouth of the South. Keep on keeping on, and I'm out, y'all.